The YouTube game show Jetlag the Game has music that seems to take a lot from video game music and a few other oddball references that I noticed, so let's take a listen. If you haven't heard of Jetlag yet, it's a Nebula First and YouTube show starring Sam Denby of Wendover Productions and Ben Doyle as well as Adam Chase.
Ben and Adam, who are not famous, so they don't get to talk.
The premise is mostly taking some form of game on a grander scale, mix it with the amazing race for the travel and Taskmaster for the challenges. It's quite fun, but you know me, I'm about the music, and boy are there a lot of references to be found. To be clear, I don't think any of these are done maliciously, but rather done in the same style. But as you'll see, some of these examples, they were really treading the line. Jetlag unfortunately doesn't use a main composer for most of the music, so they stick to royalty-free music.
It's a great song, Ben. What's it from?
Yeah, it's from royaltyfreemusic.com. I love royalty-free music. I only listen to royalty-free music.
There's nothing I love more than being in the car listening to some royalty-free music.
But they mostly get the tunes from Epidemic Sound. That doesn't mean that they use these tunes randomly, as I think there were some influences behind their choices. Crime Spree. The main theme seems to be inspired by law courtroom shows like The People's Court. When Sam is breaking his first law, the music gives me that smooth jazz Girl from Ipanema vibe.
Sam is digging a hole. He's digging a hole. Look at Sam dig that hole, everybody. Wow.
Sam is digging a hole.
Tall and tan and young and lovely. The girl from Ipanema goes wild.
Of course, the lead up to the completion fanfare is very much Zelda chest opening inspired music. And the fanfare itself isn't far off from the victory fanfare in Final Fantasy games. After breaking his second law, the music almost sounds like Megalovania from Undertale, but I will admit that this one is kind of a stretch.
Get in. You gotta break it again.
No, oh, that's true.
Get in.
Double broken.
All right, there we go. Now.
In the second episode, the music for Las Vegas has the same vibe as Stevie Wonder's Superstition, but I'm not going to claim that this song was the direct inspiration, it's just the style.
Las Vegas, Nevada Code of Ordinances, Chapter 11, Section 68, Subsection 100. Hula hoops larger than 4 feet in diameter are prohibited within the pedestrian.
13-month-old baby.
The Drive in Baltimore by Ben and Adam sounded familiar, but I couldn't really place it.
We don't have a lot of options because we don't have a lot of money left.
Yeah, no, if we were...
But let me know if you could think of anything similar that they might have been going for.
Bagels, pigeons, gentrification. A song about New York.
That felt pretty on the nose for a New York Sinatra reference.
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today.
Connect 4 across America. The only reference that I noticed here was when they claimed to state the chord sounded too close to the Mac boot up sound. But really, a single chord is just a form of sonic branding for other companies, like HBO. Tag across Europe. The start of Sam's run is the song Catch Me by Richie Everett. Seems appropriate, I mean, just like later with The Seeking Cat by Moss Harmon.
You need to be rated as figure out is how much I'm screwed up by putting out a very good location for his one.
Battle for America. The visuals for Battle here definitely takes inspiration from the Pokemon games, so naturally the music intro does too.
We hereby declare a battle in the state of Maryland.
Race to the End of the World. Now it's time for a ton of music references in one season. Explaining the challenges, the music takes notes from the original Donkey Kong bass line.
Okay, this is the first challenge. The team to do it first will claim its reward and clear the path for both teams. If no team is able to complete the challenge,
Continuing the Mario references, challenge completed references the original Mario level completion fanfare. When going to Cooper's Beach, the music is Detective Gang by Trailer Works. I'm mentioning this now because of the timeline, but keep it in mind for a later season. The music for Snack Zone is inspired by TV themes and bumper music from the late 80s and early 90s, but I honestly couldn't locate anything that fit the bill.
It was so obviously like early 90s / late 80s. I knew there had to be the cheesiest sax sample I could find. And then just like sound effects that I remember from these little like commercial break throw tos from my childhood programming that always for some reason had a bunch of kids laughing in the background. When I put the kids laughing in the background, I was like, that's the sound. The sax and the kids was the real inspiration for that particular composition.
Today, we're gonna...
But this is also right after the rise in popularity of using sax, thanks to Kenny G and Branford Marsalis. The music for the curses in this scene gives me Mario Party vibes. I couldn't nail it down a specific track, but my initial thoughts were Bowser music, especially with that laugh. I don't think this was intentional, but the music here sounds like a bit of a Ratchet and Clank fanfare. I do think this one was slightly intentional. As Ben is in disguise trying to sneak up on Sam and Toby, the music is Drive Faster by Bonnie Grace, and it's similar to Metal Gear Solid music. While showing a plant around the Garden City, Sam and Toby are accompanied by a song called Memory Lane, which kind of reminds me of Outset Island from Wind Waker.
Did you want to try and catch the end of the penguin feeding?
Oh yeah, we should get the penguin feeding.
A track that's been used multiple times makes me think of Animal Crossing. The real tune is called Birthday Card.
To make them low.
This spot here follows the same vibes as some Grant Kirkhope type music like Ivory Towers from Yooka-Laylee.
I know. How far could we have thrown it? Let's see.
Capture the flag across Japan. The music for capturing the flag seems to resemble Big Blue from F-Zero, or maybe the Pokemon XY Trainer Victory? At the end of episode 3, when Ben is caught, the music seems pretty close to God of War, like mixing the end of God of War 2's main title with Poseidon's Wrath from God of War 3.
Ben Doyle, you just got caught.
Arctic Escape. While looking for a moose to amuse, the music is on the creepy side, kind of like the creepy castle music from Donkey Kong 64.
No.
I know this one is quite obvious, especially since the tune is called Cowboy Song, but it follows a typical Western vibe that you'd find back in movies like Gunfight at the OK Corral, music by Dmitry Tiomkin, and check out my Silverado video for why that name's important.
Like, surely we would be allowed to ride one of them. See?
Hide and Seek. I'll admit, they got me good with the trailer music. I thought this was written specifically for the trailer based on film music, but it's two pre-existing tracks, one called Cut to the Chase and the other called Running with Demons.
I think they're coming here. Shoot.
Okay. He's here. He's here. In the end game, Ben. Calm down.
We got him.
The music does seem to resemble music from The Incredibles, though.
I think they're coming here. Shoot.
Okay. He's here. He's here. In the end game, Ben. Calm down.
Which in turn was based on the title track from On Her Majesty's Secret Service. But this music is also similar to the music I told you to remember from Cooper's Beach in New Zealand.
Alright, where?
Alright, you can't deny these are Psycho references.
It's probably creepy for me to be on the swing. I shouldn't be on the swing. That's not good. Strangers. Okay. I need...
And here I'm getting Slim Shady vibes, but the song is actually called Secretly Spying on You.
Oh my God. I don't know how they're gonna find me. They're just gonna have to go back and notice it.
And finally, in the outtakes for Hide and Seek, we have some music that sounds like the movie Elf.
My last of like 10 times here. It's a lovely little suburb, but I am...
There are quite a few music similarities, some of which I think were done intentionally, while others I think were just coincidences. But still fun to spot. Let me know if you heard of any that I missed, and I'm sure as the seasons go, we'll get plenty more.